Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Iron Man 2 comic series, Iron Man in his oversized red and yellow armor. Of course, it doesn't say oversized red and yellow, that's what I call this armor, and it just says Iron Man right here on the bottom. Iron Man comes with his same generic repulsor blast as other Iron Man figures. More specifically, I'm pretty sure Guardsman comes with this exact same blast in this wave. He comes with his 3 armor cards, as well as his base, and his $5 off your next purchase of $20 or more of Iron Man merchandise coupon. So, very nice looking in the packaging here. That being said, let's spin him around here. Oh, of course, Avengers Assemble and the number 30. His little read-up says, though Tony Stark struggles with many personal demons, Iron Man is every inch the hero. When Stark puts on the armor, all of his troubles disappear. He is able to focus completely on the target highlighted in the heads-up display before him, forgetting everything but the mission. Of course, you see the snap-on repulsor blast over here, the quote-unquote gold Iron Man with a pointed mask, the Guardsman, and Titanium Man. So that being said, really glad I managed to find this guy in stores. Let's pull this bad boy out of the packaging. And here we have Iron Man out of packaging with his blast attached. Of course, you can see it right here. Once again, I'm not crazy about these things. They end up in a spare parts bin, so tossing this off to the side. I've got to say, I've had some minor complaints with the paint in this line, and this figure is no different. There's actually some red mixed in with the yellow, just all around the figure. So that's kind of disappointing. One other small gripe is that his head is unusually loose. I mean, it feels like it's barely on there. But other than that, his shoulder pads can lift to allow more actually, didn't see that before. Also, there's a tiny flake of plastic up here peeling off from his arm. Yep. I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out, but there's a hunk of plastic on his arm. So he can do a full 360, go out to about here, bend at the elbow, also spin at the elbow, and turn at the wrist, although it's pretty stiff. Of course, you've already seen the head does a full 360. It's an extremely loose head sculpt. Of course, his shoulder pad just popped off for some reason. I hope that's not broke. It looks like it just pops back into place. I think, yep, pops back into place. Of course, as I said, main torso articulation. Legs go out, double joint at the knee, and ankle joint. Same for both legs, of course. I've got to say, the articulation's okay, with the exception of the head sculpt. A little disappointed by the paint, though, so moving him off to the side. Of course, you have your 3 armor cards. Once again, if you have more than one, you can kind of mix and match your own armor. The same generic base we get with every Iron Man figure. Once again, I think I like these bases. I definitely like that they hold the armor cards. I still wish they would put their names across here or something just to differentiate the bases. Although I suppose if you're going to make little customs of these guys, then it doesn't hurt to have a base with no name on it. So overall, this oversized red and yellow armor Iron Man will run you about $6 at most stores. I mean, well, $6 and change. I've got to say, this guy for me is a solid pass. Yes, I like having different variations of the Iron Man armor. I love having it like I have a little mini Hall of Armor up. But this guy has some major paint flaws. I looked on the shelf and it seems like, a few of these had some kind of red mixing with the yellow, especially on the legs. You saw there was some plastic built up beneath his shoulder pads. They pop off. His head is unusually loose. I mean, it's just a very easy pass for me. That being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.